Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're doing something a bit different. Think of this as an energizer, maybe. A real blueprint for ambition, adaptability, and, well, grit.
Yeah, this is definitely for anyone out there chasing big goals.
Right. Or if you're maybe thinking about a big career pivot or just want to speed up your professional growth, we're going to unpack the, frankly, kind of unbelievable rise of Connor Zilisch.
An American racing driver, born, get this, July 2006.
I know. It's wild. His journey from, like, a karting prodigy to winning major endurance races and being a serious NASCAR contender, it all happened while he was still a teenager.
It's an incredible timeline. And what's really fascinating, I think, isn't just the raw talent, though obviously that's there. It's the strategies, the underlying path he took. His story is like a living case study in building momentum, seizing opportunities in these high-stakes environments, and maybe most importantly, navigating the chaos, the setbacks.
Which are inevitable, right? Especially at that level.
Totally inevitable. So for anyone listening, if you're aiming high in your own career, his journey has some exceptionally practical, really actionable lessons, stuff you can use far beyond the racetrack.
Exactly. So our mission today is pretty clear. Distill the core strategies from Connor's, well, remarkable ascent. We've broken this deep dive down into 3 key phases.
3 phases, yeah. Each one packed with insights that you can actually apply to your own professional life, whatever your field is.
First up, we'll dig into what we're calling the foundation, basically how he built this just rock-solid base early on.
Then we pivot to the breakthrough, how he made these really smart strategic moves to grab opportunities and quickly prove he could handle, incredibly different challenges.
Versatility.
Versatility is key there. And finally, we'll dissect the resilience playbook, how he didn't just survive the tough stuff, but actually thrive through it, always moving forward, turning negatives into positives almost.
Yeah, turning potential failures into fuel. It's impressive. And we're not just going to lecture you about it. We've got a really relatable story, sort of a personal style story from a totally different field to make one key lesson really land.
Plus, as always, we'll wrap it all up with 3 immediate, tangible actions you can start implementing, like this week, applying Connor's blueprint to your own situation.
So yeah, get ready. This should be a pretty insightful ride.
Let's do it.
All right, let's crack open this blueprint. Section 1, the unshakable foundation. The power of deep practice. When you look at top performers anywhere,
any field,
there's this pattern, right? They start early and they commit deeply. Connor kicked things off at just 5 years old. 5. Back in 2011 in a tiny kart.
It's hard to even picture.
I know, but here's the really mind-blowing part for me. He dedicated roughly a decade of his young life, just relentlessly mastering the absolute fundamentals of karting.
10 years. Think about that. From, kindergarten age up to being a teenager, just honing one core skill set.
With an intensity that, honestly, most adults never apply to anything for even a year, let alone 10.
And that sustained early investment. Well, it's not just doing the same thing over and over, right? It's not just repetition.
Right. It's more than just logging hours.
Exactly. It's about deliberate practice. That's really the key. It's like the North Star for deep learning, in pretty much any field. So for a whole decade, Connor wasn't simply driving laps. Not at all. He was actively pushing past his comfort zone.
Cool, like what?
Analyzing tiny bits of telemetry data with his coaches, looking for those micro improvements. We're talking fractions of a second here. That level of granular self-correction under pressure, it builds a mastery few people ever get close to.
It's like that elite software engineer you mentioned earlier, right? They don't just write code.
No, they refactor, they optimize for milliseconds, they debug relentlessly, often under crazy deadlines. They internalize the mechanics until it's just automatic, like breathing.
That's a great comparison. It's not just about the hours. It's the quality of those hours. That intentional push for perfection in the basics. And this intense focus, this decade-long investment, it produced 2 absolutely critical results for Connor. Results that apply to any career.
Okay, what are they?
First, it built his technical craft. In racing, that means things like unbelievable car control. That feeling where the driver and the machine are almost one thing.
Yeah, feeling every little twitch.
Exactly. And race awareness.
Yeah.
Knowing instinctively where everyone else is, anticipating moves without even looking sometimes, and just those subconscious instincts.
So stuff you only get from thousands and thousands of hours, right?
Precisely. He wasn't consciously thinking about how to take a corner perfectly. He was just doing it.
Yeah.
which frees up brain space for strategy.
And that translates, doesn't it? In any job, there's a core craft. For a coder, maybe it's algorithms and data structures down cold so they can architect big systems.
Or a designer having that innate grasp of visual hierarchy, user experience.
Right. Or a salesperson who can just read a room, listen like crazy, and articulate value almost without thinking. Connor's decade in karting, that was him internalizing his core mechanics to an insane degree.
To the point where it's automatic, which lets you operate at a whole other level, adapting, strategizing. Okay, so that's the first outcome. Technical craft. What's the second?
The second critical outcome was credibility and momentum. This is huge. By the time Connor hit the European karting scene, which is incredibly competitive,
Best of the best.
he wasn't just some random kid hoping for a lucky break. He had this proven track record, years of dedication, measurable results. That genuinely opened doors.
Okay, so the results came first, then the opportunities.
Exactly. And this is such a key takeaway for anyone building a career, especially if it's competitive. Early, measurable results, even if it's in something niche like karting, they build your professional reputation like nothing else.
Because racing is so transparent, right?
Yeah.
Lap times, results, pressure, nowhere to hide.
Totally transparent. His consistent performance under that spotlight built incredible credibility. It told everyone, teams, sponsors, mentors, this kid is serious. He commits. He delivers under pressure. His karting wins weren't just trophies. They were public proof of his potential and his work ethic.
That makes sense. It showed he was deeply invested, not just dabbling.
Right. A universally valued currency.
And the concrete achievements from that time, they really underscore this. Winning the Mini Rourke World Championship in Italy. That's a global title.
Imagine that scene. Hundreds of top young karters, intense pressure, international stage. Winning that isn't luck.
No kidding. And then becoming the first American ever to win the CIK FIA Karting Academy Trophy in 2020. That's like winning the Junior Olympics of racing. It marks you.
Absolutely marks you as a generational talent. But again, these weren't flukes. They were the direct result of that sustained investment and skill. He didn't just show up. He dominated.
Because of the foundation.
Exactly. That deep, robust foundation lets you build something really tall and stable on top of it. Same principle applies whether you're coding an app, designing a campaign, or building a financial model.
Okay, so let's translate this directly for someone listening. Why does Connor's decade of karting matter if you're, say, an accountant or marketer?
It's about recognizing the real power in long, focused, deliberate practice on a core skill. It doesn't have to be 10 years, obviously, but the principle is the same.
So for you listening, that core skill could be anything, right? Writing clean code, intuitive UI design.
Persuasive selling, compelling writing, strategic thinking. Whatever is fundamental to your job, the key isn't what the skill is, it's the commitment to mastering it.
The goal is to invest the time, push yourself, get really undeniably good at it. So good that your proficiency gets noticed.
And that's when opportunities start to notice you. It's not about chasing trends. It's about becoming exceptionally good at something fundamental. It creates, like you said, a kind of gravity.
A gravitational pull. I like that. People seek you out. Projects find you. You become the go-to person.
Which isn't just satisfying, it's deeply strategic for your career. It positions you as an invaluable asset. Someone companies want to invest in, clients want to hire, people want to follow.
Okay, so this leads perfectly into our first actionable takeaway. We're calling it your 10,000-hour plan in spirit. And let's be clear.
Yeah, we're not saying go quit your job and practice for 10,000 hours starting tomorrow.
No. It's about embracing the spirit of that deep, deliberate practice, a long-term commitment to really refining your core professional skill.
Right.
What does that actually look like?
First step, pick one core skill, something fundamental to where you are or where you want to go, something that if you mastered it would make a real measurable difference.
Got it. One skill.
Then commit to a sustained, deliberate practice regimen for that skill and make it real.
Like specific steps.
Okay, 3 things. 1, schedule weekly dedicated practice time. Put it in your calendar. Make it non-negotiable, like Connor's karting time. Don't just do it if you have time.
Prioritize it. Okay. 2,
2, establish clear, objective ways to measure your progress. How do you know you're actually getting better? Is it cleaner code, more successful pitches, better user feedback, fewer bugs, track something concrete?
Right. Measure it. And 3,
3, actively seek higher caliber feedback, regularly, maybe every 3 months. And I mean really good feedback, not just asking a buddy. Find a true expert, a mentor, a respected senior peer, an industry leader, someone who can give you tough, constructive input.
Someone who will push you beyond what you currently see.
Precisely. That kind of feedback is gold. It pulls you out of your own assumptions and accelerates your learning like crazy. That's how you build a foundation solid enough to support, well, whatever you want to build next.
Okay, that foundation is built, it's solid. But Connor didn't just stay there, did he? He didn't just keep karting forever.
No, and that's where it gets really interesting. He's strategically diversified. Which brings us perfectly to Section 2. Expanding your horizons, the strategic value of diverse experience.
This is where he really stands out, I think. Not just depth, but also breadth. He expanded his professional portfolio.
That's a great way to put it, a portfolio. Many talented people master one niche, which is great, but Connor shows the power of taking that deep expertise and deliberately spreading it around. After the decade in karting, he pivots to cars in 2021.
And crucially, he didn't confine himself to one series.
Not even close. This wasn't passive. It was proactive career development, creating options by proving himself in different arenas.
And the list of arenas is just, wow. He jumped into Spec Miata, super competitive, all about precision.
Yeah.
Then Mazda MX-5 Cup, another tough ladder series.
Then Trans Am, late models, RRCA, those rough and tumble stepping stones to NASCAR.
Then the big leagues, NASCAR, Xfinity, and trucks. Insanely specific setups, intense racing.
And as if that wasn't enough, he also jumps into LMP2 endurance racing, these complex prototype machines.
Totally different world, right? Endurance racing is about strategy, fuel saving, tire management, teamwork, racing through the night.
Exactly. And the results. They were immediate and, frankly, astonishing. In 2024, at 17, he wins the 24 Hours of Daytona and the 12 Hours of Sebring in LMP2. On his first try at both.
It's unbelievable. These are legendary, grueling races.
Marathon events. And then, just to add to it, he wins his very first NASCAR Xfinity start at Watkins Glen, a challenging road course.
That level of immediate cross-series success in such different kinds of racing, it's incredibly rare. It signals huge adaptability.
More than just talent, right? It just shows he can transfer skills, adapt his whole mindset almost instantly.
He's not just a karter driving other cars, he's winning major races in them right away, which perfectly illustrates how breadth can be a career superpower.
Definitely. Playing multiple formats, or for you listening, taking on diverse roles, different project types, exploring various industries, it builds up this arsenal of transferable skills.
Skills that make you incredibly versatile, like maybe your project management skills from finance suddenly become super valuable in a tech product launch.
Or your problem solving from a technical role works wonders in a client strategy job. It builds those meta skills, learning quickly, adapting to teams, communicating across different groups.
And it hugely reduces single-track risk, doesn't it? If you only do one niche thing and that thing gets disrupted.
You could be in trouble. But if you've proven you can adapt, you're much more resilient. You have options. Your career isn't tied to just one specific trend or technology.
Plus, it exposes you to so many different people and organizations. Think about Connor's network now. Across all those teams, manufacturers, series, sponsors.
For you, it could mean working with different departments, collaborating with external partners, taking projects that show you whole new parts of your industry. Every new connection, every perspective, it just enriches your whole professional world.
And the core skills still mattered, right? When Connor switched series, he wasn't starting from zero.
Not at all. His karting mindset, the racecraft, that adaptability, it was immediately valuable, even in a totally different car or race format. He just had to adapt the specifics.
He didn't have to relearn how to compete at the highest level.
Exactly. And this is key for everyone listening. Teams and sponsors or employers and clients in your world, they see that adaptability as a huge asset, especially today.
Because everything changes so fast.
Yes.
Industries shift, tech evolves.
Right. The ability to pivot, apply foundational skills in new ways, learn quickly, that's a massive differentiator. It shows you're not just a specialist. You're a versatile problem solver who thrives on change.
Okay, makes total sense. So, actionable takeaway number 2. Craft your breadth plan. Not abandoning the core skill.
No, definitely not. That foundation is crucial. This is about strategically building on it.
How do you start?
Challenge yourself. List one adjacent skill or domain you can commit to exploring over the next, say, 12 months. Not trying to master everything.
Right, avoid becoming mediocre at lots of things.
Exactly. Pick one complementary area that enhances your main skill and makes you more valuable overall. Maybe a data analyst explores data viz and storytelling. Or a product manager digs into UX research or go-to-market strategy.
Something connected, but different.
Connected but different. And here's the guidance. Keep strengthening your core, but allocate maybe 20–40% of your time auditioning new arenas.
Auditioning, I like that word. It's exploration.
It's a deliberate exploration, maybe an hour a day, maybe a dedicated day a week. It's a strategic investment in your long-term versatility and marketability, being proactive about your development.
Okay, let's make it super concrete. Give me some concrete career moves you can try this week.
Right. If you're a software engineer, maybe don't just do your assigned tickets. Try shipping a small personal project end-to-end, idea, design, code, deployment, users, the whole thing.
Or maybe really embed with the design and product teams for a month. Sit in their meetings, learn their language.
Great example. Or if you're in marketing, volunteer to partner directly with sales on something specific. Go on customer calls, really understand their world from the front line.
The main goal being?
The goal is to consciously show that you can do more than one thing well. It proves your versatility, expands your profile, and just makes you way more attractive for different kinds of opportunities.
Okay, foundation built, portfolio diversified. But things go wrong. They always do, especially when you're pushing limits.
Always. Which brings us to Section 3, the resilience formula, preparing for opportunity and bouncing back.
And honestly, this might be the most compelling part of Connor's story. Beyond the wins, it's how he handled the chaos.
We love to celebrate the wins, right? First Xfinity victory, Daytona, Sebring, amazing stuff. But the reality of any high-pressure career involves, well, a gauntlet of challenges.
Absolutely. His record isn't just wins. It's also mechanical failures when leading, getting caught up in accidents, painful penalties, even significant injuries.
Like breaking his collarbone, falling in victory lane. You can't make this stuff up. Seriously. And any one of those could have derailed momentum completely, could have crushed his confidence, made him scale back.
But they didn't. Instead, they became these crucial episodes in a longer narrative of growth. It's not about avoiding setbacks. It's how you weave them into your story. Do they stop you or do they make you stronger?
So how did he do it? What's the formula? We identified two key pillars to his resilience. First, preparation meets opportunity.
This is fundamental. When a window opened for Connor that IMSA seat, a truck ride, the Xfinity start, he wasn't just hoping he'd get lucky. He was already ready with results to justify the risk.
Ready how?
Ready through endless physical conditioning, simulator work, data analysis, mental prep. He'd already proven his capability and commitment in smaller arenas. He'd built up this bank of trust.
The trust factor. Teams or hiring managers or investors. They often trust the person who has already demonstrated the mental and technical requirements. You earn the big break by acing the smaller ones. Exactly. You build a track record that speaks for itself. So when the opportunity comes, you're not just hoping, you're prepared.
Okay, preparation meets opportunity. What's the second pillar?
Pillar 2 is recovery and narrative control. This is fascinating. After things went wrong, he didn't hide. He didn't disappear making excuses.
He kept competing.
Kept competing, and crucially, he learned from it. Debriefed with the team, analyzed footage, made adjustments. He actively allowed the story to include recovery. He owned it, learned from it, and moved forward.
That is so important because resilience isn't pretending failure didn't happen. It's how you respond. Acknowledging it, learning, integrating it, but not letting it define you.
It's the difference between the setback defining you versus you defining how you respond to the setback. Taking control of that narrative, especially when things get tough, is a sign of real resilience. They don't just overcome, they transform the experience.
Okay, let's make this really concrete with that story you mentioned. Not racing this time, right?
Right. Let's imagine Neha. She's a talented product designer working super hard on a massive, potentially career-changing client pitch. Demo is in 2 days. Everything's looking great.
Feeling good, ready to go.
Then, bam, disaster. The critical prototype she needs breaks completely. Why? An external library it depends on updated overnight. Cascade failure. Pure panic sets in.
Oh, man. Your big moment potentially ruined by something total outside your control. What does she do? Cancel. Wing it.
Well, she could have, but instead she takes this very Connor-like approach. No panic paralysis. First, a rapid assessment. What's controllable versus uncontrollable?
Okay, so she can't fix a library instantly. That's uncontrollable.
Right, but she can control her demo narrative, the core stable parts of the prototype, maybe a backup plan. She focuses only on what she can influence, doesn't waste energy on the uncontrollable.
Smart. Then what?
Then she does something really powerful, a quick 20-minute pre-mortem. She actively anticipates what else could go wrong.
Like, what if the backup fails? Or what if they ask about the broken feature?
Exactly. She game plans for potential landmines before the demo. This isn't just problem solving, it's psychological preparation, managing the what-ifs.
Okay, assessed, anticipated, now what's the plan?
3 steps. 1, switch to a cached, slightly older but stable version of the prototype. Accept a small limitation, ensure core functionality. 2, rehearse clear, confident answers to the toughest likely questions. 3, crucially, decide to open the demo by briefly, professionally framing the situation. Manage expectations transparently.
No hiding it, but not dwelling either, just acknowledging and pivoting.
Precisely. So the demo happens, and guess what? A small glitch does occur.
As she anticipated.
Yep, but Neha, cool as a cucumber, switches smoothly to the cached flow, explains the temporary issue professionally, no excuses, and then nails the rest of the presentation because she was so prepared on the core value.
And the client's reaction.
They appreciated the transparency, her calm under pressure, her focus on solutions. They signed the pilot project. They saw competence and resilience, not just design skills.
Wow. So her ability to prepare, pivot, and keep the narrative honest turned a near failure into a win. That's Connor's resilience in a different context. Confronting the problem, learning, and demonstrating capability through the challenge.
Exactly, turning crisis into a testament to competence.
Which leads us perfectly to actionable takeaway number 3. Build your recovery playbook. Like, actually write it down.
Yeah, a concise, maybe 1-page document. Your personal template for when setbacks hit. Because they will.
Okay, what goes in it? 3 parts.
3 essential parts. 1, own briefly. Take responsibility where needed, but don't wallow. Acknowledge, commit to learning, focus forward. 2, analyze quickly. Understand the root cause objectively. What happened? Why? What was in my control? What wasn't? What's the lesson?
Okay, own, analyze, and the 3rd.
3rd, propose a clear next action. Shift immediately to forward motion. What's the concrete step you'll take to address it, fix it, learn from it, prevent it next time? Having this ready lets you process setbacks methodically, not emotionally.
Like Neha's plan, or how Connor debriefs after a bad race. It channels panic into productive problem solving, designing your response before adversity hits.
Exactly. It's preemptive resilience building.
Okay, incredible stuff. We've covered the deep foundation, strategic breadth, and proactive resilience. Let's tie it all together now with a practical checklist for your week.
Right. 3 immediate actions you can take, starting literally today, to channel some of that Connor Zilisch momentum into your own career.
These are concrete steps, not just ideas. Action number 1. Practice a core skill daily for 30 minutes.
Just 30 minutes. Make it measurable. Maybe it's lines of code, design comps, pages written, whatever applies to you. Focus on deliberate practice, not just going through motions.
This reinforces that deep foundation idea. Consistent small deposits into your core skill bank. Builds that muscle memory.
Keeps you sharp, helps you spot improvement areas, ensures you're ready. Continuous, low-cost investment in your biggest asset.
Okay, daily core skill practice. Action 2.
Action 2. Start one adjacent experiment. Dip your toe into something new but complementary.
Like that side project, the cross-functional task, the short online course.
Exactly. Something that pushes you slightly outside your comfort zone, forces you to learn a new process or perspective. This directly feeds into expanding your portfolio.
Building versatility proactively. Testing the waters, learning new professional languages.
Broadens your options, deepens your understanding, makes you more adaptable. Strategic exploration.
Got it. And action 3.
Action 3. Write a 1-page recovery playbook. Get that own, analyze, act framework down. On paper, digital note, whatever.
Have it ready for when things inevitably go sideways.
It directly applies the resilience formula. Turns potential chaos into a structured learning opportunity. Moves you past mistakes quickly and strategically.
It's like having that emergency response plan for your career. Reduces the panic, channels energy into solutions, empowers you.
Totally. Shifts you from reactive victim to proactive problem solver.
Now, these might seem like small steps, right? 30 minutes here, 1 experiment there, a 1-page plan.
Individually, maybe. But the real magic is in the power of compounding. These small, consistent steps, week after week, month after month, they build on each other.
They compound over time, transforming your skills, your reputation, your whole trajectory.
Exactly. Connor didn't win Daytona overnight, did he?
Definitely not.
His success was built on layered effort, that decade-long karting foundation, then the strategic diversification into all those different demanding types of racing,
Followed by constantly proving he was ready whenever an opportunity popped up.
and then that resilient response to every single setback, learning, adapting, moving forward, each layer built on the last, creating this incredible momentum.
Okay, so let's wrap this deep dive up. Connor Zilisch's story, it's more than just racing, isn't it? It's a practical playbook, a blueprint for anyone looking to advance professionally.
Absolutely. We saw how he built that deep foundation through relentless practice, how he strategically expanded his portfolio to create options and prove versatility, and how he cultivated that resilience to seize opportunities and turn challenges into growth.
So for you listening,
Yeah.
whether you're trying to climb the ladder fast, pivot industries, or finally launch that side project,
Yeah.
you can take these same 3 moves.
Adapt them to your situation. Build deep skill, diversify strategically, and practice resilience.
The principles hold true. Deliberate practice, strategic breadth, and a proactive response to adversity.
That's the formula.
Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Connor Zilisch's amazing journey. We really hope his story sparks something for you.
Yeah, keep practicing, keep experimenting.
And always remember this powerful truth. Momentum favors the prepared and the persistent. We'll see you next time.